Hello class. We are here to introduce and to discuss the number of CFM. And particularly, we are going to discuss the scenario, which was scenario two, which was aiming at asset depreciation. But before discussing, I'm going to first introduce my group members because we're all here. It will be me to read the names of the group members. Personally, I am Mamala Adrian. We have Akechi Daniela, we have Segawa Jesse, Omurungi Trudy, Manige Godwin, Mukazi Adeline, and Namiro Bronia, even Mawanda Jabel. So we started with this number and we were able to open up our our depreciation form because the question required us to get the details, the username and the password. So we agreed that our username will be BBC and our password will be 2020-25. Then we come here, we log in, which has given us login successfully. Therefore, we're on the right track. And then it was able to give us an asset entry form. So for this asset entry form, I'm going to give my other group member to discuss for us how he was able to get this asset entry form and discuss for us the various details on this asset entry form.
So I'm Segawa Jesse. I'm going to take you. Yeah, I'm Segawa Jesse. I'm going to show you how I came up with the form. Run through the develop options, come to the Visual Basic, then the login form. So we had to give our form the unique yeah, the appearance of the form. So we had the username, the password, then even the login. So we had to command our login, which is the CMD box, what it has to do to run the VBA. So when you tap in the login, this is our code. We first give the structure of the CMD login that the username should be a string and the password a string. So we had to make our if statement that if the text username dot value username and the password is there, then the message box should show login successful. We had to give it a VB information which shows that it has logged in successfully. Then after there, we had to command our login CMD box that after succeeding that the username is correct and the password, let show us the asset form. This is the code. So else if the name is invalid or password should bring an error that access denied. So as we run our code, as we run our code, it takes us directly to the login and authentication. So our username is BBC, then the password is 2025. Then as you see the login successful. That's our asset entry form. So for the asset entry form, and it we had to give it the code and the unique we had to give the asset name, the data type, the cost, the data type, the salvage value, data type, even the useful life plus our depreciation method. So in our Visual Basic, our form asset is this one. This is the appearance of our asset form. So we had to give our CFD box, no, the depreciation method. How we came up with this, the depreciation method, we had to give it that Mawanda Japel, I'm going to take you how we ordered our CMD box to run our VBA entry form. This is our submit CMD box. When you double tap it, it takes us through the our code. So in our sub button, which is the CMD box, we text it that the asset name should be trimmed. Text asset where the whole information is going to be captured in our variable, the asset name, same as the salvage value, the text life, and our method.
So members, so due to limited time, we want to give chance to other members of the group so that they can show us how the different assets can be inserted into our asset entry form, and we see whether our asset entry form is viable, to see whether it can work, to see whether it is up to date. So, because we have initially heard from me myself, from Rwanda Trudy, from Segawa Jesse, and from Agatha, and also Mawanda Jabel. So we want our group members, other group members, the remaining five, to try out the different assets in our asset entry form to see whether if you put an asset like furniture, we can have an impact on its cost, on salvage value, on useful life, and on depreciation method.
Yeah, by concluding our scenario two question, we came up with we come up with this Excel sheet. As you saw, our colleague Daniela, the depreciation of the car, the Aminigi, the depreciation of the furniture and land. So this is our Appreciate. Yeah. Thank you, sir.